Hello, hello. Let me see how I am sounding really quick. All right. Well, obviously there's going to be an echo. If I unmuted myself. That was funny. I hope it's still not sounding like that though. Whew. All right. I'm here. I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to come on in. Pretty sure. All right. Aw. Maybe I'll do this. All right, guys. I'm still waiting for you guys to come on in. You should hear me okay. Oh, yeah, why not? Let me go to the comments on here. This is going to be weird. Oh, actually, no, this will work this way. I ain't going to do that. I'll probably fuck around and fuck something up. I'll just go to it on here. I mean, I have a bunch of slides and stuff too. That is going to be fun. Like a lot of fun. I'm waiting for a few people to come in. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't even have to say anything then. Okay, whatever. I want to check and see. Let me see how these. I don't see a change on here. All right. Block myself. That's funny. I wanted to actually delete that comment, but whatever. Uh-oh. Right when I'm about to get started. Every time. Let's see if we can fix anything. That's all right. I'm gonna try again. Should work fine. All right. Got the same avatar for both? Okay, well, whatever. Okay. Not a big deal. Just add my slides back in. Hey, Hello Vegeta, what's going on? You can hear me okay? Gotta add the slides back. But I have them already, so I'm not tripping on it. I already have them sitting here in the program. There we go. And let me hit one forward. Ooh, it's working now. Okay, yes. Love it. All right, awesome. I mean, I'm probably going to have to go. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, my love. You know, you were born on it. I was right before I went live. I was thinking, I was like, yo, somebody's birthday is today, and it's on a portal day. You slick motherfucker, you really is on a portal day. All right, we got a lot to get through. And if it's just me and you, people are missing an epic presentation. And I actually have some cards here that I probably should have added in because I wasn't planning on going on camera, but I might have to go on camera. I used my heart and soul angel cards. Wow, I guess it was an auspicious day. I used my heart and soul angel cards from my what deck is this? Well, just from this angel deck, whatever. Anyway, and that's how I kind of like got some of these messages. And then after I went and actually and I went into channels. I mean, yo, the shadow government has been doing the absolute fucking most to make sure this shit like doesn't come out. But I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on what we're doing here today. Okay. It's whatever. Speak your piece. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I am gonna have to shit. Well, I mean, I don't care if my hair and shit is not done. It doesn't make a difference to me. Let's see. How the hell did this Thunderbird get in here? Yeah, we got some stuff that came up with Thunderbird. All the rest of these look in order. Yeah, it was just like two of them that were like a little off. Okay, cool. So I am gonna have to. So let's get started. I'm kind of excited. Let's go. So basically, there was a time on Earth when the frequency was much higher. And when this frequency was higher on Earth, I think that actually saying high frequency is a misnomer. It's actually just an expansion of energy. And as we are able to expand and contract our energy, we are able to experience the multidimensional realities. So the body's just a vessel of light. It's just in 3D, it's condensed light. So if you ever read the book from Carlos Castienda, there it goes. It's all right though. You guys can still hear me. There's a book from Carlos Castienda called which one is it? It's not the Don Julio one, although that's a great one too. Fuck. Oh, The Power of Silence. And when I read that, there's a assemblage point that he calls it. The old man that's Don Juan, that's like basically he's like a shaman, like a guru. He's able to hit a certain spot on somebody's body, castinate, whatever. I wasn't finna say it right. Although I thought it was Castienda, whatever. Anyway, so more or less, and I think I can get this back up now. You know what? I ain't gonna put the slides up yet. So more or less, I was able, because Don Juan was able to hit the students like a certain point on their body and essentially make them go into like a different energy. He could make it so that he would get into an energy of wisdom and be very high frequency. And then like when he would come back down, he'd be like, oh, what were we talking about? I don't remember anymore. And then he was also able to there was a part in the book where he made himself into like a crazy old man that was like totally senile and stuff. And that was by moving that quote unquote what he called an assemblage point around. So I thought that was interesting, especially in regards, oh, it's not gonna work on the laptop. Okay. I'm not gonna trip on it. Oh, I really wanted to use my slides. Let me see if my other Wi-Fi will work. My phone's working fine, which is good. So he was basically able to move the energy around, which, that's rare. And that was a great book, honestly. I'm not even done reading it. I read it in parts. And I think that is what higher frequency or higher dimensional like beings actually do. What is this? Oh, I don't know what this is. Okay. Whoop. I'm gonna keep it connected to my phone then. It's still connected anyway. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if I can get this to work. It'll work out nicely. I do want to show some of the slides. I'm not really worried about anything else, honestly. I guess I have to do the slides first and maybe the cards later, which is fine with me. Totally fine with me. I'm not tripping on it. Let's try it one more time. This is not too bad. At least I could show some of this stuff. I got a bunch of shit today. What's up, Miss Love? What's up, Warrior F? Hi. And I already got them uploaded here. See, if I was able to do it on my phone, I would, but it wouldn't let me. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just use my laptop for it. Even though the connections for some reason is acting weird. But let's see if I can get to the second. Okay. So basically, as I'm pulling these cards, right? These angel cards, I start to recognize that I'm getting messages. And I'm like, okay, because I started feeling weird that day. I was feeling really fucking weird that day. And when I was feeling weird that day, I realized that, okay, I probably need a channel because I'm feeling out of my body. Like my head was above my body a little bit. So I said, okay, I probably need to go sit and channel. Because when I'm feeling like I'm in a fucking video game or like nothing is real, I probably just got to sit and channel because I'm at such a high frequency in order to receive something, and you know what? Did you notice that when you're in a higher frequency, you feel taller? Maybe that's me being 5'3" 3/4, because I always say God has a sense of humor. Um, why not just give me the last quarter inch? I don't understand. So that's something to think about. Anyway, I just noticed that you always feel like taller when you're at a higher frequency. So there was a time on Earth where there were huge trees. Huge. These trees were silica based, which is more abundant under the Earth's crust than carbon. So and silica is more of like a crystal. That's all what sand is. It's like silica and something else. So it's more of a crystalline sort of energy. Also, silica binds better with oxygen than carbon. So it doesn't make sense. So everybody was talking about, oh, we're carbon-based beings, this, that, and the third. Well, I guess my slides don't want to come up. Maybe what I can do instead is, if I turn on my camera and flip it around, I can just show it to you guys on my laptop too. Oh, I came up with multiple ways of getting this shit done. I was not playing. I was like, oh, I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna get this done one way or another. So basically, we had silica based beings. These beings, when I went and I talked to them, because I went into a channel, um, they're mostly energy. Like I don't remember their faces like that, even though they did have faces, like it was such a high frequency. But what I got from them is that they're just energy. Like they're not anything else but energy. All right, very cool. Nice. Okay, let's do this. All right, I guess I gotta turn my camera on. Hi guys. I don't know if you can flip this camera around on here, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to flip it around or something for you guys, or put it like you see it that way. Bah, nah, I don't like that. Let's see. Ah, this part I didn't have together. Okay. Man, I fucking went in yesterday. I was like, man, let me turn my camera back off. I'm figuring this out. I went the fuck in. Yeah, they do stay with the shenanigans. Sure do. And I was thinking of doing this just on Facebook for real. It would have been easier actually. Because Facebook lets you flip the camera around. This one kind of doesn't. Oh well, I guess I gotta try one more time. I do want to get through some of my slides. That's really all I care about. And it's weird too because my service is always really good, and then they start playing with my stuff. I'm like, my Wi-Fi is straight, my phone service straight, and yeah, basically this shit happens every time, and I gotta sit here and be like, okay, we'll get through it. I do crystal quartz. I think quartz is silica though, Miss Love. I'm pretty sure it is. Um, However you say it, because that's what they call a Silicon Valley. Like computers, none of this shit would work without that stuff. Let's see. All right, I believe in you, laptop. We could do this together. Oh fuck. Oh, okay, got it. I was like, am I not muted? That was my bad. Man, that cracked me the hell up. All right, I'm gonna go to the second slide as soon as I get this up. I'm not gonna waste no time. All right, so check it out. You guys remember the movie Avatar, right? So in the movie Avatar, we have worlds that look like this. It would be more light. Really, really beautiful. So we have new earth energy coming in. So these mega huge ancient trees are basically coming back and they're anchoring their energy here. So this is I pulled this card and it sees two twin horses. Twin horses of power and wisdom is what it said for the card. But when I felt into the energy, it's the twin horses of destiny. And that's interesting because even on the chariot card in tarot, there's those twin horses. They're always working together. So this is for us to follow love's path. Love's paths, absolute truth and ancient wisdom. And that's exactly what this is about because that's exactly what's coming back. So it's a change in destiny. So the way that I got the channel was imagine salt and fresh water. I'm like salt and fresh water. Okay, so if you mix them together, they don't mix. I think they call it brackish water. I'm pretty sure if salt water is heavier, I would imagine that it would sink to the bottom, and the fresh water would probably sit on top. And then so the way that they explained it to me is salt and fresh water. So the more dense water but not like one is so heavy that it's on the bottom and the other's on top, but a multidimensional reality. You can choose to be in a patch, maybe like an area where it's salt water, or go to an area where the frequency is more expanded and it's fresh water. And they both have their benefits. So it's not like judgment. That's how they were showing it to me though, like going in between, but instead of it's actually like mixed but not mixed together. It was like patches of salt and fresh water in the ocean, the way they were showing it to me. So that's representing different destinies. Okay, I can move this over. Thanks, guys. So that's representing actually different destinies. And so it said like walking through the mega force of old. Those forests are now, this is them re-anchoring their energy here. It was interesting. Oh, that's why I said walking through the forest of old. So even now when you walk through the woods or the forest, basically what ends up happening is that you get patches of different energies. If any of you notice that, you would get a certain feeling. Go on a nature trail or a hike or something. You'll notice that you get a different feeling. Some areas of the forest might be some darker entities. Some areas feel more native. Other areas feel like more fairies or elves. Like it's so much shit going on out here. And there is also a return of magical beings. From what I got. So it's like that was the salt and freshwater thing, showing like that in everything there's different frequencies and different energies. You just have to choose which frequency or energy you want to tune into. The body is meant to be multidimensional. We're supposed to be able to make our body dense or make it light so that we can experience different realities. That's some of the ancient wisdom that's actually been stolen from us. So let's take a look at some of these trees, the mega trees, the remnants of them being left behind. Now you have to understand that the whole entire planet was terraformed. So this is not planet is not supposed to be carbon based. It's actually supposed to be more silica based. Crazy shit, man. I mean, the amount of research I went oh, it's a lot of work. So our magical creatures are coming back. They've been coming back, but they're really showing up again. So they're existing once again. The human has choice to control their energy, to raise or lower their frequency. That's exactly what I was talking about. And we all have that choice. Literally, you just meditate on love or meditate on the feeling of expansion, the feeling of feeling light. That's how you raise your frequency. That's how I do it. I did it at a lake one time. And when I raised my frequency, I could see mermaids. And then when I brought it back down, I couldn't see them no more. Also, too, in that reality, even if you are more 3D, the psychic abilities are fully capable of being used. So because of that the psychic abilities are fully, it's all right. I'm going to just keep pulling it up. Because the psychic abilities are fully capable of being used, if there are beings on a higher frequency and dimension, you see them like normal. Like it's not a thing. It's not a big deal. Like no one cares. So that's something else I noticed, where they really, that was kind of like a sense of like not being honest. I'm trying to get into some of this other stuff too. All right, let me bring this back up. It's just gonna keep going out, but we're making this shit work today, boy. I mean, I have like 30 slides too, so when we get into the later slides, I'm gonna be like, this sucks. All right, looks like we're back in action here. Oh, they went too far, but actually, no, I actually need slide 3. Thanks, Spirit. Ancient mega trees. So I took that from Avatar, the show, the TV show. Check it out though. This tree is huge, and there was forests of huge trees like that. everywhere. Here we have what they call a mountain, a flat. There's no such thing as a flat mountain. These are actually, and Fire Horse, shout out to him because he kind of put me on to the fact that this type of reality even existed. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. So the way that we're told that wood petrifies and all this shit, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It becomes hard like this. I mean, this is the true petrification. So imagine that is a stump, because that was probably one of the bigger trees. So imagine that is a stump. And then the way that they flare out at the bottom like this, that's a literally what a tree stump looks like. So that was throwing me off too, because I'm like, well, if this is a mountain, why is it doing this? You guys, yeah. So the whole Earth was basically terraformed. There's no place on this planet that has not been touched by terraforming. A lot of the shit that we think are ravines, or we think like the whole Grand Canyon, that's all dug out. Deserts, not natural. That's literally the I told you they pissed off right now. Well, I'm gonna keep trying, guys. I really should get it off of it on my laptop and come back on my phone. That'll probably work. But that's basically what happened with that. And the thing that fucks me up when I start looking at the evidence and when I start just thinking differently, I start questioning the story of Enki and Enlil. Were they really mining for gold? Aw, thank you, love. On your birthday, you're funny. Were they really mining for gold? The way that they talk about petrification just it genuinely doesn't make sense. I found a really good video on this stuff, and I don't know, Spirit just had me with channels going down all kinds of rabbit holes. The dude's more of a flat earther, which I don't care either way what plane we're on. We're all here, so it makes no difference to me. And I was able to get a lot of, I don't know how I found this shit, because I found it on YouTube and then I found the series on BitChute, but the rest of the series is not really doing it for me. Just the one on, just that one that I saw on these old trees is really what did it for me. Look, they are pissed right now because my connection, still good. Still nothing will pop up. Let's see though. Let's see if let's see if the shadow government wants to play with me today. Boy, this be cracking me the hell up. I can't wait till our magical creatures come back though. I do miss a lot of them. And you know what? The feeling there, there was no such thing in that reality as like hate. There was no such thing as jealousy. There was no such thing as it was perfect. It was fun. It was more of an energy like play. And there also was this profound sense of being able to be an individual and explore who you truly are uninhibited. Now imagine that, but in a wholesome way. And people think wholesomeness is boring, and I really don't think that it is. I'm in Phoenix, wish I could get to the Grand Canyon without getting shot. Imagine that. Yeah. So it's like you can create, it's expanded. It's so expanded. You can create, you can do anything. Oh, wait till I tell you what these trees, another function that these trees have. Let's see. Okay, looks like it'll work now. We'll see. Because these trees had this amazing function. I really want to get into, I mean, even if I have to, you know what I could do too? I could just drop the link. Because I made the slides into a PDF. I could probably just drop that link in the chat for you guys. I was fucking trying to be as prepared as possible today because I already knew I had to get ready for the fuck shit. You know how they be with me. I was like, all right, here comes the fuck shit. No, a lot of these, that first one that we saw, that's Basilica. So a lot of them did turn into like stone, but it's not petrified the way that they're saying. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna go through my slides here, and I'm pretty much just gonna drop you guys the PDF. Let me find it. Because I got it here, baby. I was not playing today. You guys hear me okay? So that's the link there. I don't know if it's coming up as a link or not, but it's there. All right, so check this out. Next part. This shit is wild. So we have this. Oh man, I really want to show this for you guys though. It's just so good. It's so good. It was a lot for me to fucking take in. I was like, man, what the fuck? Here, I'm gonna just turn it around to show you guys some of this stuff. Right? So we went through this slide already. You have to do it bootleg, be a little ghetto today or whatever. No big deal. I'm checking around to see if you guys can see it. It's gonna be an interesting day if I got to do all this. I'm cracking the hell up right now. I want to make sure y'all can see it pretty good. All right, that looks like it'll work. Check this out. So we got these, right? What I showed you before. Check this out. That looks like a stump. Because so the trees that we have today, this is in Australia. This is the video that I found. I'm gonna have to link it. This is the only video where this guy went the fuck in on this shit. Like, and he like went in on doing all of this. So this is the only one where I found these stumps like this, and where he went around the world and showed. But imagine a tree that's that big. The formation makes sense. Why on earth would nature have the top be flat like that? That's all. These represent this is from, and he talked about this in the video too. I wish I could remember the guy's name. Explosions. Because they would blast these trees. So if you guys remember the movie, oh, this is the poison tree. So this is from the movie Fern Gully. The tree, this tree, so I'm gonna go a little bit more here. Well, we gotta be a little ghetto with it today. Crystal tree. In that world, if there was any negative energy, well, which is our world, it's just our world before it got usurped by weirdos. There was a crystalline tree, and then there was like crystal water here. It would actually clear energy. So there were these beings that came. This is why they don't want me to show you guys this stuff. There were these beings that came, and the tree ended up getting backed up like this tree from Fern Gully. And they call it the Hexus tree with 2 X's, and there's a whole fucking lot of shit on that too. The tree was a crystal tree meant to be clear of any negative energy on Earth when the frequency was higher. I gotta keep checking. The tree became poisoned when rituals were done to make the healing ability stagnant, creating a buildup of unbalanced energy. You know what I could do too, guys? I could actually put my laptop on my lap and put my phone up. That would be fun, right? Let's try that out. I just gotta I'm gonna put this down for like 2 seconds. I just gotta get some books and stuff to pile up. We're making it work today, no matter what. I was prepared, I'm telling you. I was prepared for bullshit. I was like, oh, I'm ready for the bullshit today. I know y'all's gonna fuck with me. All right, my battery's still good. So that's good too. Good, and I'll be able to show you guys some of these cards now. This will work out pretty good. Actually, it'll work out better. What? Ooh. Here we go. All right. We can do this. Okay. And I think this will work, and I'll just take my headphones. Not a big deal. All right, watch. This is going to work way better. Do. I have to figure things out around here, you know? Whoa. All right, cool. Let's do this. Watch this. Ha. Wahahaha. Sounds like my babe just got back. Babe. Shh. Did you find it? No, huh?
Shorty that be talking shit outside. She had to pay.
For what?
We've been 65 screwed up. I never got the $2.
Oh, wait. Shh. I do. Don't worry about that right now.
All right, good luck.
How'd you find this? Thanks. All right, so this is the poison tree. Check it out. You're one of a kind.
Thanks.
So this is the hexus tree here. Whoa, here on this side. This is backwards. Whoa, this is weird. I gotta get used to this. This is the slime, right? So basically what happened was there were these rituals done. And when the rituals were done, they poisoned the trees. So these rituals were done and they poisoned the trees. So let's check this out now. I gotta get used to like this being weird like this. Ah! Oh, this is the funniest live I've ever had to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm done, love. Thank you. Let's see if I can go. So check this out now. Oh. I can't so hard. Check this out. This is a ritual in front of the Shiva, right? CERN mock ritual. Man, this is like old school YouTube. Like, I really gotta go the fuck in on this shit. These people are like in cloaks and shit like that. You guys see that? And it was a mock killing. So, crazy shit, right? If they're doing a mock killing in front of Shiva, the destroyer. So these beings, what they do typically is they usurp energies. Thank you, babies. Bye, love. Love you. So what these beings do is they pretty much usurp energy. And they do these mock killings. Oh, I'm going to show you why, too, with that also. Let me go to my next slide. All right. This is some more stuff. So the reason why it was important to bring that up, to show you the pictures from CERN of the mock killing in front of the Shiva the Destroyer ritual, is because they keep it's like, I don't know if these people know what they're doing, but they keep putting energy into destruction of Earth. Even the carbon taxes and shit like that is crazy. But they keep putting this energy into the destruction of Earth. And when they do those rituals of destruction and death, they become reborn a being that is immoral. Now, I channeled some stuff from the Great Mother. I never finished this book. I never got called to finish it. Well, not yet. I will eventually finish it, though. Which is actually right here. So I got a bunch of shit on. I gotta wipe this shit off real quick. All right. Check this out, though. Right? This book right here, where so how to create an archon. The Great Mother channeled it to me. So like this is archonic as fuck. Yeah, crystal trees are real. That's what they were anyway. They were holding a really high frequency. So now these trees are like their cousins though, so they get along. It'll be interesting to have a carbon silica based reality, like mixed reality. I don't know how that man does it. All right, let me see where it was at. I'm going to have to go back into channeling this too. I don't want to say too much because it's her sigil right here. An archon. Archons chose to create themselves. There's a story behind, there's a cosmic story I channeled from the Great Mother about it. So basically to do that, and see, they wake up and they do this at Skull and Bones in Yale too. This is they do it in those Mason rituals. They do this shit everywhere. It's these, but the thing is, even though these people are lower level, they don't realize you're literally beings came, terraformed our whole fucking planet, and the only mythology we have, well, that I know of that talks about that shit, is the deluge. Was the deluge a fucking cover up for fucking up the planet? Did Enki and Enlil really want gold? Or did they want the silica? Remember in the movie Avatar? Those people just wanted that. Avatar is a fucking documentary, bro. The movie Avatar, the first one, I don't know if the second one's going to be all that, because it looks like they're trying to put beings, trying to pit us against each other. Like, we got all different kinds of DNA. So with and I'm not going to say exactly how, but it is typically through the spilling of blood, you bring evil energy. Now, remember that time on Earth with those mega ancient trees, when I went there, I astral projected myself there. When I went there was no such thing as eating food. Even if you were at 3D, nobody ate food. There was just energy and creation, and you just got along with other beings. It's like hanging out with your people and being in a state of creation all the time. You can do whatever you want. I mean, the shit, it sounds fun. It is fun. Honestly, being there, I didn't want to come back. I was like, oh, fuck. I got to come back to my fucking body. So that is part of the ritual. It creates a portal for negative energy. Even a mock ritual has energy behind it, okay? So that's why I showed you these cloaked beings. Also, you got 7 virtues, right? And then you have the 7 deadly sins. So the 7 virtues and the 7 deadly sins are basically opposites. And you have to crystallize, before you lose your soul, you have to crystallize that evil energy in your body. That's why they get rid of morality. Wait till I show you the secret behind X's and O's. Y'all are going to be fucking blown away. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Where's my other book at? Books, I took so many notes. And all my books. So that's pretty much, and one day I'll come on and I'll give you guys that story too, that ancient story of how that happens. But let's get back to what we're doing here, because I got to show you guys this too. Check this out, right? Are these mountains or are they compost pile? Whoa, who's this? Oh, Hollow Vegeta. I think you got a wrench, right? Can you block this person? Oh, I can block him. I think I can block him. There we go. I blocked him. Greetings, Charlotte. Check this out. My I was gonna do the slides on here, but it didn't work. So I have the PDF on my laptop too. So check this out. What is that? Is it a compost pile? You know, when people do construction, there's always a pile of dirt that they removed. With these big ass piles of dirt that they removed, it's something to think about. Okay. We also have this. I forgot what part of the planet this is on, but and they're supposed to be like really colorful and look really good. I can make this more yellow so you guys can see it better, but you know, it's a blue screen. And you know what was interesting in the video I watched, because I got these pictures from a video on BitChute. If you just put in what in the world happened, and I think this was episode 12, that's where you learn about this information. Basically, he's like, this is like toxic waste. Oh, no worries, I got him. There's only one person. Check this out. More. Are these mountains? And then he was explaining in the video how when you have a pile of garbage, essentially, it can get hot and spontaneously combust. I can't tell you. I can't confirm or deny that. I can't tell you if that's true or not. But it is something that's interesting to think about.
It is.
So I put this again because we're going to get into the secret society stuff now, okay? the mock ritualists, and I'm sorry that the pictures are not super clear. I did want to put the slides. I actually screenshotted a video of this, and these are everywhere. You can find these online. You know those people that do fake conspiracy theories now on YouTube, and they're always like, they do it like the History Channel, like, oh, did this really happen? We'll never know. They talk all weird like that and shit on those channels. So what I saw, so the reason why I'm going back to this, because what I saw, how did the crystal tree get poisoned and become hexes from Fern Gully? Remember that really big swollen tree? How did our mega trees and this beautiful, creative, fun reality, how did it become like this? So when I looked at it, I went, and when I asked them about it and stuff, they showed me what happened. When I astral projected and I went and I asked the beings, I was like, what the fuck happened? So we have archons once again. Remember I told you about the 7 deadly sins and the 7 virtues. We were more in the virtue aspect of it. So because that crystal tree, if there was any negative energy on the planet, that small crystal tree, and it was in like either a dark part of the woods or in a cave like I found in that picture. And it was the only tree that actually used water. And it was a crystalline water that was very thick, like what they call it, viscous, or has viscosity. It was like really more thicker. And then the water would go through the tree, and then the energy would come like black. So the water would go through the tree, and it would clear and transmute the energy. So the energy on the planet was always clear. There was never jealousy, envy, hate. There was never confusion. So these beings too, they don't have true chaos. They only have confusion. They do layers of confusion, and I'm going to show that too. Hey, what's up, Shaylee? I'm cool. Right? So we're figuring out ancient. Nobody talks about this. I started getting channels, and I'm like, well, what the fuck happened to my goddamn trees? Because it's like I'm connected to that time, and when I started getting into what happened, I started crying to think that all our trees got cut down like that. And they weren't just trees, they were beings. Crazy shit, like I said. So we got the Bohemian Grove, right? Ta-da! And I got this from a YouTube video too. I was just screenshotting the hell out of everything.
No, what does Bohemian Grove mean?
So Bohemian Grove is where powerful men come together, and they're supposed to be on vacation. And when they're on vacation, they're not supposed to talk business. But see, this shit is weird. Yeah, they did. And there's more people than Rod Hayes. Also, Fire Horse talks about it. There's other people that talk about it. It's just that I went in and I got the channels. Because I'm really curious about that Inky and Enlil story and why everyone keeps talking about the fucking Anunnaki are coming back. And I'm like, do we really want these motherfuckers back? They might have destroyed our Earth the first time. Do we really want them back a second time to destroy stuff more? So they have a ritual in Bohemian Grove when they get there, where they go in front there, they build a pyre or whatever, you know, like all this wood and stuff. And then, yeah, Fire Horse is great. And then they basically are supposed to cast off all their worries of the world, right? When I looked more into that ritual, it's more about, and then they're supposed to just relax or whatever. But I was just like, what is the point of this? Who's controlling you people? And then it's all men. And then when I get into the X's and O's and the, I don't know if I can say it's on YouTube, but sodomy, what that actually represents, how you literally, when you hit the 33rd degree of masonry, oh, hold up. We about to get into some shit today. I'm not playing with y'all. That's why it took me so many days to put this together. So we have the owl. Their weird ass owl statue. They also use these old fucking boats, which remind me of like Egypt or Rome. They dress up in Egyptian or Rome type garb. See, I don't have all the information on this, but stuff that I was channeling is like the owl, and then I said owl deity Moloch, which Moloch is, I don't even think he's an owl, but anyway. Apparently these mock rituals are done by many powerful rich men. They have one video I saw where they sacrifice a mock baby. They have another video I saw where they do the murder thing again, where they do a mock murder. I think I actually might have the picture of something else. They have the hangman from tarot on there. They have one where they have a hangman. I think I forgot to put that in here, but I have like 30 slides, so I didn't want to do too many. Oh, also too, you guys make sure you donate to the Cash App if you're appreciating the information. Thank you, Hollow Vegeta, for donating already. So I just found some interest. I was just around the web, checking shit out, and then that's why I'm like, what, like, feel into the energy. What's the point? Look at this. This is all men. You know what this reminds me of? Lord of the Flies, and it also reminds me of the Lost Boys from Peter Pan. All right, cool. They're actually, so it reminds me of the Lost Boys from Peter Pan, the Lost Boys, and that's the point, is that they're lost. These people, they operate in confusion. They don't have true chaos. But then they are only pawns too, we have to remember, right? So this is another ritual, and they got like these devils here. And then I did see in the when I astral projected and I talked to those beings from that time, they were all light. They had big frequencies, they were light, they were really tall, but they were so like loving. There were those beings with these fucking cloaks coming around the tree. They were coming around that one tree, because they found how they got to the reality is like a hack, because they were feeling in the universe for energy, because they wanted more resources so that they would never die, right? So they're going into the reality. They're scanning for like resources or a certain frequency. Then they're like, then we have this big firmament here, so it was really hard for them to get in here. So they had to feel out for a resonating energy. And the only energy that was resonating was that little tiny bit of unbalanced negative energy that goes through that one crystal tree we talked about. Then that's the tree that clears the planet. It just does its own thing. It became the Hexus tree with 2 X's, by the way, which is ew. And that's also Freemasonic. That's also fucking all ritual bullshit too. They had these fucking black robes on, like how that guy does, and this one's laying, and I think there's a garland. He's candles. Look at this, little fucking demons and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I don't have an issue with demons, but I'm like, what are we doing here? Why is it a bunch of men with a picture drawn of a naked man? What the fuck is going on? Anyway, so now when they started so that's how they basically got in. They found the resonating energy, and they sort of like hacked their way in, because they had more advanced technology, even though they were lower frequency than this plane of existence. Well, they had advanced technology. We were just naturally advanced beings, right? Or our predecessors, naturally advanced beings. And some of us have soul wisdom and have a soul information. This caused a huge collective soul wound that we need to heal. Yeah, they inverted that though. So they don't mean double X as in chromosomes. It's an inversion. It's all an inversion. It's so fucked up. That's also becoming a hermaphrodite, or becoming a man trying to become a woman. It's just fucked up. Anyway, so that's how they got in. Then they started doing these rituals with these black cloaks. I remember seeing them in black cloaks around the crystal tree, and they started stagnating the energy. So because they started stagnating the energy, it started becoming like the heck, like I showed you guys before. I'm gonna go back and show you it again. The Hexus tree. See, the Hexus tree isn't crystalline anymore. Now it's carbon, and now right here, now it's bloated. Was a crystalline tree, became this, because the negative energy stagnated. So a lot of stuff that happened here has to do with the trees that we don't pay attention to. Yeah, it's upside down fucking world. And then that's with the stuff that you know the song on there on Fern Gully, Toxic Love. Wait, whoa, this side. Okay, got it. It's backwards for me, so I'm like, what am I doing here? That's what the stuff looked like. It looked like a sludge stuck inside of it. And that's what made it like this tree over here, right? Woo! Okay, now let's go to the next parts, right? So this is all stuff that Spirit wanted me to talk about. The galactic update part of it is really the fact that these trees, they're re-anchoring their energy here. Like, we're getting our fucking trees back. Fuck you, shadow government. Like, we're getting our trees back. Now, War of the Worlds. We have a collective fear of spiders, even though spiders just represent feminine energy. They represent creation, but look at these things. What do they look like? Giant spiders. So this is what I said on here. I said, War of the Worlds depicts large spider-like beings terraforming the earth. And remember, in War of the Worlds, they were terraforming. Also, in the Matrix, they were terraforming. And then all these spider-like beings coming here and terraforming our planet. Everything got fucked up. We have mountains. What we call mountains and volcanoes are piles of garbage, like dirt that they just had moved to the side. We got fucking sand. Beaches are okay, but we got these deserts. What's the point of the deserts? Like, deserts? That was so much land was removed that now we're down to like just so much land was removed and so much energy was removed because this whole planet was all forced. That now we're down to just that top soil, that little bit of soil that's like left before you start hitting shit. All the nutrients was just taken out. So then I got it here too. And you guys really tap into the pictures because it's going to give you the memories. They're hard memories. Oh, babe, come on. You didn't take the thing with you? I'm in the middle of a lecture. All right. You guys come with me. You can take the key. All right. No problem. Are you coming in or no? Woo, okay, let me put this back on. All right, let's keep going here. Babe, I can't have the door open because so just take the key because the light's gonna be too much for the laptop screen.
I just put bread out.
Okay. I ain't minding my business. All I did was ask you a question.
Oh, my bad. What's the question?
I just asked if you can close the door because the light was gonna mess up what I'm doing here. All right, so then we have the Sentinels from the Matrix. Really feel into the energy. These are not organic spiders, by the way. They don't represent feminine energy. They're all metal, and then they're here to terraform and actually destroy creation. Why do you think they did the mock ritual at CERN in front of the Shiva statue? More inversion. More inversion. More fucking inversion. It's all fucking bullshit.
We so perfect, babe.
Thanks, love.
You just don't know.
So then they get mad when true chaos comes.
They do.
Yeah, it's nanotech. They get mad when true chaos comes to fuck some shit up. Because we don't need to know what we're going to do. We're just going to do it. Make sure you guys donate too.
It gotta be a better
Or book with me. Y'all know I got work to be done around here. I got to pay this high ass fucking money I'm paying for this room right now. So this is also, so this is on a wall in Taylor Street, San Francisco, California. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. It has the B. See in the middle. See, what got me was the buckle, because a buckle represents a clothed circle. I really want to show you guys this. Hold up. Let me see if I can bring you guys closer. I really want to show you the buckle on here. Whoa, come on. Oh, I'm not good at this. Yeah, we're working with it today. I told you guys. You see the buckle there? And this is so I really went into Skull and Bones, that secret society, at Yale's college, right? Yale doesn't even own the land of Skull and Bones, so they can't tell them to do shit. This apparent so they mean so it's weaving spiders come not here. Weaving spiders come not here. So the limited hangouts generic version of what this means is no deals are to be cut, so no business dealings. Like they're supposed to be on vacation. They make Bohemian Grove sound like we're on vacation. Why the fuck are you guys doing all these rituals? And they said it's on Taylor Street in San Francisco, love. So you should be able to find this. And then they have a metal plaque under it too. I can get the exact address. I just didn't put it in here because that's too much. I said, so spiders are seen in many cultures as feminine and they represent creation. They also represent the weaving of destiny, right? But I said, however, think about what we have here. There is a lot of that shit going on. Especially, there's a lot of that shit going on. So, however, we have a collective fear of spiders. We have the mass mining of Earth, the destruction. That left a huge soul wound on a lot of us here that were there at that time. All right. Then we have the mock death ritual in front of the Shiva statue at CERN. Then we have a mock death rituals happening at Bohemian Grove. I was like, add it all up. We got to make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now, what I'm about to say, so we have ancient Egypt also in America. In the Grand Canyon, there's structures, there's artifacts that's been found that are, they look Egyptian. And so there was an inversion with the left eye, which is the feminine energy related to the moon, right? The eye of Horus or Haru. And I mean, they inverted the right eye too, but it was really the left eye that they fucked it up on. So I'm going to show you guys what these beings had channeled to me. The lines on the eyes represent time, different timelines. So it's the Saturn moon matrix. The Saturn moon matrix, the cycle of reincarnation, the trap. That's all breaking down now. And I fuck with Saturn, but Saturn wasn't supposed to be. Saturn was supposed to help us know. Think about how every planet in the solar system is like a chakra, and it allows us to feel into different expressions and forms of energy so that we can expand and contract our aura so we can experience different realities, different densities of reality. How fucking cool is that? We're actually supposed to be able to be in different densities of reality. At any given time, I can raise my frequency to 6D. And you should be able to still see me and be able to talk to me and everything. It could be. The way I see it, it's a mirror image. So the bottom, there really isn't a tree of death. It's really, there's no such thing as death. See, and that's why this shit is fucking retarded too. The bottom actually represents the more primal world, and so you would have beings like those big beings from the Necronomicon and stuff there at the bottom in the roots. They're the lifeblood, and then their energy helps. When you have a reflection of that energy, you have the top. You have the top of an actual tree. We have to think about real trees here, not their little bullshit. Yeah, fuck these people. So old trees and beings that live in harmony with them show me how the eye of Horus in relation to time has been inverted. So check this shit out. You guys are going to freak out. So this is a drawing that they had me make here. Here on this side. Make sure it's not too... Right, so we have... Where is it? Eye of Horus, left eye. Check it out. Right? And then I put little words here so you guys can see it. Right? Ascension timeline. So they left out this part right here that goes up. It's cut off. Look, it's not there. It's cut off. Ascension timeline goes up. You can also choose. We have a lot of choice. We're getting all these choices taken away from us when all we have is choice. You can also choose a middle path. You kind of just stay in the middle, so you can experience like negative and positive. So you can experience more contrast. I'm sorry. I think I had my hand over the mic. Then this is the biggest part where they been mind controlling us. Any lower timelines are supposed to spiral in till it reaches the 0 point. And then it clears the energy, just like how that crystalline tree clears the energy. Crazy shit. Right? It spirals in. Boom. Okay. Like I said, make sure you guys leave a donation. And thank you to those who have already. But check this shit out. So they spiral it the opposite way. That's what I really wanted you guys to see. Let me see if I can look. Horus. It's spiraled the opposite way. This spiraling here, where it goes in like this and up, it's now nestled between timelines. So it actually creates a stagnant energy, just like what happened to the crystalline tree when the negative energy started becoming stagnant. It spiraled in like that, so it never clears. However, here, this energy goes down, so it clears. You see the difference? Oh, look, you can see it really good right now. One goes in and up, and it coils in. It just sticks there, stagnant. And this one, it coils down. It spirals down, and it goes back to 0 point or source. So negative energy, evil energy, it's not supposed to exist that long. And it's really not evil. It's just unbalanced. It's just unbalanced energy. So the reality, our amazing reality, has its own way of clearing. And of course, it would have a mechanism to clear toxicity. Yeah, it would, of course, like it would make sense. Our bodies naturally are always healing themselves, even being carbon based. That whole 666 shit is bullshit too, because bitch, if I'm supposed to be, babe, you smoke this that fast? Because I had a whole bunch, and then I looked and I'm like, where'd it go? I shouldn't have let you touch it. we got to start splitting shit up when it comes to that, because I don't know how you do that. That's fucking incredible. Nature. You got. Oh, and you said you're a ninja. So the ascension path, the curve up on the ascension path was cut off, and then placed even with the middle path. So that also lowers the frequency. Then the descension path, the spiral that usually would clear the energy, is now becoming stagnant. And then the bad energy is just sitting there putrefying. It's fucked up. So this is just some stuff that I found. Also, Pinterest is great for finding shit that you're not supposed to know about, by the way. All right, check this out. Artifacts found in the Grand Canyon. Whoa, oh, I gotta go this way. Got it. So I'm gonna let you guys check that out. And this here is a map. I believe the top is Egypt. So then these 3 trails here, Orion's Belt, there's 3 trails in the Grand Canyon that cross those particular points that line up with Orion's Belt, just like the pyramids in Giza. Weird. Yeah, that's all that stuff is gonna be. And people have called it different things. They call it the Ace Spear. They call it the lower astral plane, like that. Because see, that's not supposed to actually exist at all. That was these beings coming in and that's why I said manipulation is not magic. In magic, you don't manipulate. You are the energy. You just, man, it's just shit, yo, son. I fucking got these channels from spirit, and everything just started making way more sense.
Oh, it was 64.
64 what?
64.49.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, man, let's talk about the X. And my phone's on 20%, so if I gotta cut it short, I'll do a part 2. This is a lot of stuff. In genetics, we have the X chromosome. X also represents the mark of the beast. 64. It's the heart symbol of the Nodans. So what you're doing is you're Xing out the heart. They also have that. That's what they have, X-Men. You're Xing out the heart. You're putting a block on your heart. You're saying, Great Mother, you're saying all that exists, I don't want to connect with you. And that actually when they started eating blood and stuff like that, they started dimming their light and creating the inorganic reality. Along with, before they started doing those blood rituals, though, this is why you have steps in masonry and stuff like that, they had to solidify the 7 deadly sins. And in their body, it's crystals. Yeah, X marks the spot. X represents a butthole too, by the way. Yeah. Yep. So we know what that, we already know where that's going. And it's all male fraternities. And it's just fucked up. So X in genetics. So this is an article, and I'll show you guys some of the pictures, but I'm gonna just read right now. X in, and I just got part of it. When I upload this, I'll pin some of the links to this stuff for you guys. X in genetics, X chromosome, graphical segment of the double helix. X means cross, as in crossing a boundary, crossing over, or trans, as in trans dimension or transformation, transitioning. X-Men are transformed. Professor X, Xavier. And that's funny too, because his name is Xavier Excalibur XX, but he holds righteous masculine energy. My wand here. He's righteous. He chose his own name. Symbol for change or transformation. So this is me, I guess, not even realizing it, actually correcting this toxic masculine energy. All right. Long associated medieval and Renaissance with coming of the Messiah who shall make all things new. So that's Jim Treshner. It's really not, it's their Messiah. 33rd degree Scottish Rite Journal. Together with O, the X is a symbol associated with the mark of the beast. XO or OX. So hugs and kisses, X's and O's. X with O. X is a kiss, and O is a hug. Opposing teams in tic-tac-toe, square. Microsoft's Xbox game console, abbreviated from the DirectX Xbox from Microsoft's proprietary DirectX programming interface. See here for decoding brand as a pyramid. We're not going into all that. X expresses the union of two things: a crossed sword or keys in heraldry or whatever. When people do their little, anyway, I don't know how to say that, but it's like when people do their coat of arms, which testifies of alliances, oaths, secrets kept between two people or a person or and an organization or a god. It also has a connotation of sexual union, the crossing of bloodlines, or also the union of species or dimensions. The X can symbolize the anus, the portal of transformation in the ritual or key of David sodomy. Did you guys get that last part? That's the transformation. That's when they yeah, X is the unknown. That is Great Mother, as there's 9 on here, which is also her number. So that's why they do a lot of rituals with the number 9. This is all inversion. Like I said, it's layer. We're living in layers and layers and layers of confusion, not chaos. You can't, yeah. So you stick the key in the hole. Bruh. So, and also what it represents is a forked tongue. I'm gonna get into that part now. So this is the see they X out the heart though. Right here, I want you guys to really see this one. They other side, got it. Look, they X out the heart. That's really what it's all about. And all these channels, all these years I've had are all coming together. I've had these channels for years, for like 3 years, and like all the stuff is just coming together. And I'm like, bro, this can't be real life right now. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, shit is crazy. So secret societies, hidden information on X's. The X can symbolize the anus, the portal. Oh, wait, we talked about that. The portal of transformation and ritual or key of David sodomy. X is, see, it's all inversion too. X is shorthand for any X word. Extra, XL size, aerospace. X stands for experimental, EX, former. X is a symbol of negation or a null. The practice, so that's why skull and bones. Negation. You got the skull, the O. The bones represent the X. Honestly, they really just want to, they're really using it as a ritual too, so that people don't find this stuff out. But it's just really hard to keep this stuff a secret at this time. Yeah, they're trying to copy chaos. Exactly. It's all orchestrated. They knew they couldn't do chaos, so they did layers of confusion. Just like I always say, real magic is not manipulation. Real magic is being the fucking energy. So all these books and shit, throw them away because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right. So it's negation. They're really trying to keep a secret, like they do this stupid shit. X as the terminus marks as to delete, cancel, or blot, to close. That's another thing too. They use this stuff as a ritual to close an energy. That's what that buckle was also. That's the snake eating its tail. It's a closed energy. Triple X, shut the hell up. All right. Marks the end of a conversation. X for the eyes indicates death. Skull and crossbones, there is an X symbol of a deadly poison like XXX. Sign of a life, death, oath. Cross my heart and hope to die. To name oneself with an X or an X is to self-alienate. So this is all the story of how archons were made, the story that the Great Mother channeled to me, talking about how you separate yourself from natural creation and organic beings, or the organic way of love. This is all they were doing. They come up with all these rituals just to separate themselves. Self-alienation. Self-alienation. That's why where we live now, it's and the way the music industry and everything works, it's actually operating as like a death cult, because they're worshiping death. They're worshiping depression. And yep. And self-alienation. Now this is the part where they're bullshitting. It can be destruction for the purpose of creation, but they want to create their own world. Yeah, exactly. The phoenix rises out of the X's or ashes. Thank you, Vava, for the donation, love. A person reborn as an identity without limitation, without restrictions, without moral code. That's a transformation imagined by the creators of comic book and movie heroes. The X may be signified by you guys heard that last part, the illumined, by crossing of two objects like their arms, legs, swords, keys, branches, bones, with or without a Jolly Roger type skull style skull. All right, let's moving right along. Emo vibes, big emo vibes. All of that stuff is all, yeah, all that emo vibe shit. All that stuff is all debased. Hold on a sec. I just okay. I'm on 12%, but we're gonna keep pushing. X used representing cross communication equaling confusion. That's this part, and I'm gonna this is from, I believe this is from Skull and Bones right here. Right. Oh, got it. All right. Taylor Swift at the bottom with her X fingers. I don't know what this one is, but yeah, you guys can just check out some of the pictures there as I read. And yeah, when I'm done with this, I'll put this up so you guys can read more. Oh, it's Al Gore. Oh, they're doing the Masonic handshake. Okay. Oh, they're crossing their hands. Okay. I believe members of, so this was the article. I didn't write this. I'm reading from somebody else. I should have fucking got their name. I believe members of secret societies signal by crossed arms or legs how their meanings are crossed in communication. That left means right and right means left. That's why the ritual and the spell of things being an inversion and right, good being evil, evil being good, you know, shit like that. First of all, it creates contrast. So then there's no middle path, there's no balance. Everybody's always, it creates sides, right? So that's a spell. Then also it creates confusion in conversation. Thank you, Charlotte. Close. Oh, fuck. My bad. I didn't mean to come out. All right, check this out. So, when I say we live in an upside down world, we do. And I think Hala Vegeta said that too. That left means right, and things are to be turned upside down. Black means white, yes means no, etc. Exchanging lies for truth. They were being duplicitous, speaking with a forked tongue. This is akin to blinds, as filtering light or communicated information, which is obfuscation. Witches cross fingers, focus, and energy holding magical or demonic energy. You know, they probably were Christians, so it is what it is. Of intersection to build a moment of release. This is where you keep your fingers crossed for good luck, where good luck comes from. Also, crossing your fingers to make a wish. Another example is Ghost Brothers, where the streams are crossed and firing like supernatural things. Yep, anything natural is wrong. Camp X, aka Intrepid Park, was a British training facility for secret agents in Canada during World War II. The point is that evidence is 500 surfacing from various locations that the U.S. government was carrying out mind control during World War II. We know that, but then they call it Camp X. This was done under auspices of British intelligence, so it's MI6 during World War II. Okay, they called it the camp, the farm. So the CIA have their own farm, Camp Perry today. All right. Also known as Camp X. So this stuff I'm not even gonna really get into too much. So this is the interesting part. This part right here where he talks about the codes. Right? Check it out. The codes. See the Masonic symbol with the X's? Let me see if I can get it. I gotta like, you know. Oh, got it. All right. So you guys can see that too. Yeah, I mean, I just followed spirit and went with the channels. I don't know how this information even came to me. I just kept finding stuff. So number 20 or 2, Roman numerals or series counter, double cross system, British M15 counter espionage operation World War II by the 20 committee. 20 equals XX. The XX, British indie band, female chromosomes in genetics in contrast of the male. So then a lot of the stuff we have going on now with that, with the XY and the XX, is they're trying to put a spell. It's all false. It's all matrix false shit. But it's like, all right, well, this is our world now, and we wanna put a spell. We have to create an inversion of natural things. So that's why you have all these fucking agendas and stupid ass shit. Not saying that someone living like that is wrong. I don't care. I just don't like how it's being pushed, because even people who are trans or whatever, they are still victims. And they're still being victimized in an agenda, and they don't realize it. You're being put in a spell. So code 33. Z equals 1. Y equals 2. X equals 3. X equals 3. A reference to a Freemasonry and ritual sodomy. That's 33rd. XX. That's why they have like the compass and the square. They have it like this with God in the middle. We always got that middle part right there. That's disgusting, honestly, when you think about it. But okay. The appearance of any double X form in occult context may be a secretive embedding of the square and the compass of Freemasonry, marking their territory and performing symbol magic. With the double X, 2 very important symbol letters appear. The W and the X. The W, so this was a double X. The W is above. The M is below. They are mirrored as above, so below. The W is a sign of the goddess, as Inanna and Ishtar. And there's an Inanna Ishtar deception too. There's a fucked up part of her. And people got mad at me when I started talking about that, what I channeled from the Great Mother. And then I'm looking at the fucking symbols and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. The M is male, the beast, the woman. Or he said a W, woman / man. Hermaphrodite, Baphomet, female dominant. In a series of 4 XXX, W and M appear overlapped at full height. Now, I said some of this stuff is because hermaphrodite. They even fucked up with that agenda, because the hermaphrodite thing was a energy of balanced masculine. I mean, a balanced masculine feminine energy actually coming together within ourselves. Yeah, it's just nobody could decode none of this stuff because we didn't know the real history. If somebody doesn't tell you that you're not supposed to be carbon based, look at all these men online talking about, oh, 666, we're God. Why do you think they call 666 the number of the beast? Because you're not supposed to be a carbon based being. You're supposed to be silica based. You're supposed to be crystalline. I'm going to try to not get angry right now. I'm getting hot because I'm getting pissed off. And so you got all these people, carbon is melanin. It's this form of melanin. There's also something called clear kundalini that's above the primordial realm. Melanin is primordial. It's clear kundalini. It's above that realm. It's a clear energy. It's totally clear. We have to become purified. We putrefied already. Let's become purified now. Well, you're over your physical body. But no, the 666 is 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That represents carbon. And you have people being proud of a lie because they heard other people that are their same skin color telling the lie. I want to cry, yo. Our people are fucked up. I'm angry and I'm sad at the same time. Oh, this is the ballot box that was auctioned from Skull and Bones, by the way. Just an extra picture I put in there. That was auctioned. We also got the Hexus tree. See the X's on the tree? That tree that was, remember the Hexus tree from Fern Gully? It's called The Last Rainforest. Look it up. 1992 came out. All right, so the Hexus tree with the X. X marks the spot. Well, their spot. Don't. And nobody's reading none of this stuff. Everybody's just copying. And Hexus, if you notice the name Hexus, that villain in Fern Gully Bay, there's something on the wall. Can you kill it? Right there. It's big as fuck. Ew. The Hexus tree has double X's. I watched this when I was a kid, and I didn't even realize this. So their ballot box was literally an X, the crossbones, and then the O was the skulls. And this is showing how they're destroying nature or the natural environment as well, or trying to. So we got the return of Thunderbird, some positive news. Hello, Thunderbird. That supposedly is a picture of him back then. Like somebody had found a Thunderbird. They're huge. This is what more native here I found. So let's get into some of the more positive channels because the truth has to come out so that, let me make sure I'm not on like 5%. Holy fuck, I'm on like 3% here. Let me use the wire. Is this the right wire? Is there another wire? I'm gonna because I can link this up to my laptop. Can I see that one for 2 seconds, babe? Thank you, my love. Whoa, 3%. It doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna link it to the laptop for now. Yeah, I'm not tripping on it too much. I'm gonna have to probably hold it, but that's all right. There's just a lot going on here with what we got here. Perfect. 2%. Allow. Cool. All right. Keep going. So then Thunderbird. So what I got there, remember the new Earth energy with the twin horses? Let me actually do it this way. So this card, twin horses, right? Representing power and wisdom. And they're the twin horses of destiny. So when that came in, and that's what I was told. Like that was like my guidance when I went into meditation. These represent the twin horses of destiny. I'm like, okay, cool. So love's path, absolute truth, and ancient wisdom, right? That's what's coming out now. And then we've talked about the saltwater thing. We talked about all the magical creatures coming back and existing once again as they were. So then we have Thunderbird. And that was this card. The Blue Star Angels. Ooh, we have Thunderbird. And so it's the raising of the natural people, the indigenous to the world, people with souls. Thunderbird is coming to strengthen their heart. There will be a return of Thunderbird. I don't think he really ever left. So just there'll be a resurgence of the energy. So Thunderbird didn't leave, but there is a resurgence of that energy, and it's to strengthen, to heal people, cleanse the wicked, bring strength to a weary heart. So no, it's not chess. It's nothing like that. This is just energy. It's like left and right coming together. So instead of ripping the bird down the middle, you bring it together so you could fly. Right? It's two wings of the same energy. But this is not the inverted version of that. It's the true version of that. Man, the earth was really terraformed. The whole planet. It's not just one place, it's everywhere. So let's see. See, and that's the thing that had me like, yo, are Inky and Enlil both fucked up? Because what if they didn't mine for gold? What if they mined for silicon or silica, whatever? So then we have time. Now this is the part I was talking about, the end of time. So this is Eth, guardian angel of time. Like I said before, the Saturn moon negative fucking false reality matrix is over. That was we talked about that earlier in the slides. I have to go back and look at my own shit. That Saturn moon matrix, that shit is over. It was created for control. I went into a little I'm getting nauseous. This was a lot. All right. So that's pretty much done. That's over. I think Inky and Enlil were here acting a damn fool. Honestly. Any beings who would come and terraform a whole planet are fucking evil. So I gotta talk to these motherfucking Anunnakis and Palladians. I'm gonna have to go into a channel with them. So I don't know if it was them though. That might have been another time period. That might have been another time period. It probably was a later time period. Because we just were with the trees and nature and shit. The whole planet was just the trees. So I'm thinking that was a later time period. But it still was acting out the old energy, but clearing it. See, that was a smaller. So in our own lives, when we clear energy, like we clear trauma, the energy will still act out in a smaller way. And it's smaller, smaller, smaller until it's cleared. Do you see how the natural flow of clearing energy still exists? It didn't go anywhere. They just trying to do spells to fucking lock in stagnant, unbalanced energy. Otherwise, they can't exist here. But that has never changed. The natural flow of clearing stagnant energy through the eons has always existed, and it will always exist. So with time, so what I got from time, this is the end of time. That was what the channel that I got from that, from Eth, guardian angel of time. Consider it fluid. Past, present, and future all exist now. Universal and ancient wisdom. So universal and ancient wisdom, that's what's starting to be revealed. And that's what this actually is. To be in the past, present, and future all at once. To just be. Then you have access to everything. Like when I wanted to look into this, even when I was with those beings, they're like, just be the Akashic records. I'm like, be the Akashic records? Yeah, just be the Akashic records. And when I did that, and that's why it's easier to like flow through time now, or like you'll notice sometimes that you could slow down traffic because you slow down your frequency, so it's a resonating energy. And it's like you're going fast, but you slowed the energy around you or the outside of your aura down. Um, I mean, I had two timelines. Me and Bay the other week had like our timelines kept switching. So we're like in two different timelines, but in the same timeline at the same time. So fucking weird. And we keep thinking that somebody said something that they didn't say. I'm like, I never said that. I said this. He's like, no, you said this. And then I was like, we're switching timelines fluidly. You'll also feel like morning is night, night is morning. Like Wednesday feels like a Saturday, Saturday feels like Tuesday or some shit. So there's really no time. And I may have to do another video on time and going into the deception of time. Because true time comes from the stars. So this counting, all this shit with a clock and all that shit it's all that stuff is off, and it's off on purpose. Okay, layers of confusion. We wouldn't need a leap year if time was accurate. Why? Slow ass drivers. Keep hopping in front of me. Yeah, to end of time is gonna be fun. So we have Zephon next. I think I did these are the ones I did already. So what they said, create your own world. They said the universe or world was built on other worlds. And I found a scientific article that actually corroborated that. I don't think I have it here though, right now. Let's see. No, I have more than Thunderbird. Let me check this out. Oh, I must have stopped at the Return of Thunderbird, but let me see if I can find the article for you guys. It's probably either under my favorites or history, so I'm just gonna do a quick check. Matter of fact, I think if it was a YouTube video. Let's double check. So Bobby Hemmett already talked about this world being built on other worlds, and that this is from is based on more primal universes. Now the scientists, about 5 days ago now, 6 days maybe, they're talking about some theory that they came up with, theory that already was here from ancient wisdom, that yeah, well, this universe actually comes from another universe that existed before it. I'm like, I think Bobby haven't said that already. Thanks, guys. Thanks. There are some interesting theories about Universe B, or even Sirius B. But yeah, this is just, it's like a, how can I explain it? It's kind of like looking through cones. So Zephon, guardian angel of awareness, and some of this stuff is just like personal for you guys. So they were telling me to expand your consciousness beyond the box. There's that X again. There's that O in that X. The box of your mind. Leave behind the basic structure of the mind. It's only good for mundane and human function. Practice the expansion of consciousness. Choose the energy you will draw to you and create your reality. You are the magic wand. That's what they told me. They were like, you are the magic wand. So you know how you use a wand? Woo! So like if I'm using Xavier Excalibur, right? I would hold this and I would pull in the energy I want. So love. I will pull in love. Or even if I can even pull out love for myself and charge the one like that, right? So I'm going to hold him and do that. Just frequency of love. Now, one thing you do when you point it, you release the frequency of love into the reality. I'm going to give it to you guys. And then that's how you set up. So when you use wands, you can actually set up the energy before you walk outside. You bring it in, you push it out. Everything in this reality is like a breath. It goes in, it goes out, but there's also a science of no breath. But I get into some weird shit, which we only tend to do when we're very deep in meditation. If you ever stop breathing or realize you weren't breathing, you started tuning into the science of no breath. Because I don't know if those beings where I was even breathed. But I also was astral projecting, so you don't feel like the normal physical sensations of the body. So that was that part. So we have Mystic Rose of the Star Angels. That's a beautiful energy. It's universal and galactic. You got a Sirius. Oh, that's funny. I want the Dumbledore one. His one was cool. So this is for soul path guidance. So the biggest thing right now that we are aware that we're living under layers of confusion, it's time for us to release any kind of fear. It can be overwhelming, but do not fear your expansion or ascension. Do not be afraid of your inner harmony, as you are guided towards inner perfection. That's why I said more purging. Remain balanced and grounded. Now, do you see why? Yeah, that Elder Wand is dope. So this is why, like, everything, I mean, this lecture is blowing my mind right now. I'm just being the channel, for spirit. And even this, the releasing of the fear, and then how hard it was for me to just get everything together. I'm like, man, what the fuck? But I came up with like plan C's for all this shit. I was like, all right, what do I have? How can I still get it done for the people? So at least we were able to do that, right? And then being guided towards inner perfection. Like when I first had astral projected into that into the Earth's past that is also present. And they called her Teria or something like that. I projected too much of my like human energy, and they were like, "Oh, you stink," and I'm like, "What do you mean I stink?" They're like, "You have a soul smell. You stink," and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." They were like, well, "You got to get that energy off our planet, or you're gonna fuck our." Well, they didn't call it a planet; they called it a realm. You got to get the energy out of our realm. You're fucking our realm up, or you're gonna fuck our realm up, because they know resonating energy attracts resonating energy. So when we sit here and complain, and when we sit here and be all mad and shit about our life, we just attract more of that energy. Like the more that we resonate more with that energy. So I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." So what I did was I left the purest part of myself, and I pulled all my other energy back to my body. How did I know to do that? I don't know. I just knew to do it. So then I was able to like walk around and stay there with him. You have to come with like a really pure energy. And it wasn't even so much probably my energy. It's probably I should have meditated before and cleared more. It's probably just, this fucking plane makes you funky as fuck. That's why meditation is important. You did that for years? All right. Oh, but wait, there's more. I can't believe we're still on live right now. It's crazy. So we have the bowl of the divine fire of creation. How gorgeous is this? Literally love this card. When I saw it, I was like, I'm here for it. And that is like some serious vitality there. So we had this red and deep maroon is an energy and it represents energy and well-being. Root chakra, feeling. See, everybody got the root chakra fucked up because they think it's for survival. It's not. It's for security within self. Sparkles. The sparkles in there represent cosmic spirit. Ruby red, courage to see things in a new way. And magenta that you see in here that they added in. That's when you add your heart into it. Shade, when you're ready to involve your heart in all that you do and all that you are. Remain balanced. Release old stagnant emotions. Remember that stagnant energy with the inversion of the Eye of Horus. Fear. Come back to yourself. Keep your thoughts and energy only on love. That's what they were telling me. Manifesting your best reality. So there's this video on YouTube where the guy's doing like psychic surgery, and he's really sticking like all kinds of shit in people's head. They do this in Brazil. It's called spiritualism. I probably shouldn't show you guys this. When did I ever listen though? I really kind of want to show you it though. Not even kidding. Oh, my whole internet just went out by itself. Never mind. We're gonna leave that one alone today. But yeah, so the guy's basically putting like scissors in people's heads. He pulled out a cataract. He pulled out a tumor from a lady's breast, and he did it with dirty hands. He didn't wash his hands. He did use tools to cut open and stuff, but people wouldn't get infections and stuff like that because he was working with spirit. And it was a man that would channel a spirit who was here as a doctor, and the doctor is trying to teach these scientists his method and techniques through this man. So it sounds right, like, oh, that can't be real. No, it's real. I got the real videos. I got them. It's still on YouTube. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of views though because they deleted the original, but then someone re-uploaded it. It was like 8 years ago, something like that. But there was another version that one got deleted, and then this other one got re-uploaded. Curse. So that's really, and so okay. So I brought all that up because the lady who was getting the tumor out of her breast, he removed it in like 20 minutes too, and then gave it to a doctor. And they're like, yeah, no, that's a tumor. When she got that removed, he said only